I'm Lijing from Project Maya's Transportation, and today I will give you the presentation about the assessment framework and greater impact factors on smart city construction, a united study of Shanghai, China. Actually, now with the development of the technology, more and more countries emphasize the development of a smart city, and the concept was first proposed by IBM in 2008 and was defined as the application of different kinds of technologies to sensor analysis and integrates the useful data for better smart city construction. Until now, over 250 smart city projects are on the way. Among all the smart city projects, I found that Shanghai could be as the best practice in development countries, supported by the policy in 2040. Shanghai began its journey of smart city construction until 2060. It proposed the smart city construction with United Nations, and some other institutes, which it means that the construction of smart city in Shanghai has stepped into national level, and till now, Shanghai also published the action plan on the further promotion on the construction of type infrastructure, and it hopes that it could realize the final construction of smart city till 2026. So I found that in the traditional urban, actually the urban and the rural economic imbalance has led to the high concentration of the urban population, which leads to the problem that the contradiction between the economy and the environment. But later, many scholars and many experts found that smart city could be the solution. So around the theme of smart city, my research question is that which factors are more important to the development of smart city over time, and I want to qualify the key drivers of the smart city using the entropy weight method, and I also want to develop a dynamic framework for other cities in development countries when they build the smart city. After I did the literature review, I found till now most literature only focus on the qualitative analysis of factors influencing the development of smart city, and they lack the quantitative comparison of factors' importance. Besides, most of them are mainly examined these factors in isolation and only assessed their general impact based on the national context. So you can see that technology, economy, and the environment are the three main topics many scholars focus on. So I think it's essential to quantitative value the key drivers of the smart city and achieve the efficient source allocation. Here is the framework I adapt. You can see that actually in my essay, I used the qualitative way and the quantitative ways. So the first part is about the qualitative way. I did the framework from three aspects: smart technology, smart economy, and smart environment. And I chose the 9 index for the three aspects. And the second one, and the second methodology is about quantitative methodology. I use the entropy weight method to calculate how different index affect how different weights, how different weights of different index that affect the construction of smart city. So the smaller the entropy method of the index, the greater the variation degree of the index value. And the more information it can provide, and the greater weight of index should be. So after I using the entropy method, I found the three index are more important. So for just now, I mentioned that I used 9 indexes in my framework, and I get the average number 11.11% as the benchmark. So any index whose weight is over the 11.11% could be as much more important factors. Now we can say that the technological R&D institution funded by large enterprises could be the largest weight, about 18.40%. And the second one is the science and the technology expenditure. Actually, it is the expenditure that the government spends each year in the construction of the smart city on the science and the technology aspect. And the third one is the number of projects for contractive foreign direct investment. And the last one is the high-tech industrial output from principal business. From the result, I could found that the 4 index are about the technology and the economy. We could say here the science and technology expenditure and high-tech industrial output from principal business is a part of technology, and the last 2 index are about the economics. So increased investment in science and technology, enhanced innovative output, expanded R&D funding, and improved global connections can sustainably improve the living standard and facilitate citizens' life in smart city. Besides, by using the entropy weight method, I can also get the comprehensive evaluation value of the smart city. So here we can say it is a comprehensive evaluation value from 2012 to 2021. In 2040, there is a noticeable surge. It is because of the policy I mentioned previously, because at that moment, Shanghai government began to devote more resources into the smart city. And until 2021, the index reached 0.85, so indicating a significant improvement in the overall smart city score. So here is my discussion part. In this part, I found that from the result, I found that technology and economics are fundamental pillars. From the government side, actually about the technology expenditure, Shanghai government devote a lot of funds in this part, which promotes the development of technologies in Shanghai. And from the enterprise side, they encourage the recruitment of some talents, so which increases the development of also, which also increased the development of advanced technologies. In terms of the economic side, the enterprises create more employment opportunities, and they also increased more tax revenues. In return, the government can get more money and invest more in this in the technology part. So, and also about the foreign investment. Foreign investment brings capital and also increased new technology, so that Shanghai can exchange their newest technology with other countries, and they got more updated technologies from some expertise, and also get the finance, which also promotes the overall development of smart city. But about, I also make the contrast with my essay and previous essay. Actually, there are also some limitations, since the current evaluation framework is only limited to 3 dimensions: technology, economy, and environment, because the framework and the entropy method is hard to quantify the other index like policy and contextual factors. So in the future, I hope to do more research about other dimensions to try to find ways to quantify some method, like some dimensions like the policy. And another one is that since the study is only focused on Shanghai, maybe its funding is mainly applicable to some smart cities that is in the development countries. Maybe it's not suitable for the framework is not suitable for the cities in the developed countries. So I think it's also what I need to do more research for the future, since my final goal is to create the framework for all the cities to provide some reference for the development of smart city. And in terms of the data processing, since many of our data is from the government, like the Shanghai yearbook, Shanghai yearbook, Shanghai City Statistics yearbook, and China Information Industrial yearbook. So it has its disparity. Maybe not all the cities are suitable for it, because not all the government will disclose all the data to all of us. So finally, the conclusion of my essay is that government and enterprises as the primary drivers of the smart city construction should actively support technological innovation and also the economic development. Besides, the framework and the entropy method could offer the blueprint for resource allocation in developing countries. And it's my reference I used. So, thank you.